So change is happening fast. In this session, I just wanted to encourage you that things can work out okay. There's many that have lost their businesses and that are looking for jobs and things like that at the moment. My heart goes out to you. It is not what you want to do, and I realise that. There's others that are still in business or still closed down waiting to get back into business. And we're all in this together. And that's something very important to realise and to encourage each other that we are in this together and that we will get through this as of other challenges. Historically, there's been global disasters, there's been plagues, there's been diseases, there's been floods, there's been financial crisis all through, and we've made it. We've actually made it. It doesn't mean it's easy. It's not easy. But it's where our mind is at that's going to make the difference. In the businesses we develop, we find that the mindset, achieving the mindset, is needed to be able to implement the systems, the strategies and the structures that we bring in together. And without that mindset change, it's very hard to move the business into where it needs to go. Find someone that can help you, someone that's educated in growing businesses, that have been through difficult times, that have been through some of these challenges in life and in business, and listen to them. Actuate what they do. So many business owners and directors of large companies have not been taught, have not been educated, and don't really have the full competent skills to take the business in all the areas that it needs to in this type of environment. So leaders' knowledge is needed now, and change is needed now. How many businesses have been through a global challenge? How many of you have been through a challenge like this before in business and survived and thrived? Are you willing to invest in education and to secure your business the best that you can? Are you really? Or will you hide in a bunker? That's the question, waiting for the normal to return. Well, what happens if normal is not returned and we get more of the same? And when you poke your head up, it's all different. And you haven't done anything to be in front of that difference. Change is really needed right now. And I hope you are changing. I think where it's inevitable that we can't not change. But some are waiting and not necessarily mindseted into what can be done. That's where we come along, because we've been through hard times before, or people like us that are professional at developing businesses, that have developed their own companies and gone to school to learn how to develop other companies, and then had the actual mindset skills to help people achieve what they want in their business, and have done it time and time again in all types of businesses. So imagine a mindset that's educated, truly educated, a knowledge bank as you're moving into 2022, totally different, or differences made in the way that you are now compared to what you'll be in 2022 can be all the difference for the future security and the future growth. If you want to keep growing, you will need to acquire skills in most cases, new skills, and if you're open to knowing that you don't know everything, then you're a likely person to work with someone that knows a little bit more than you in how to develop a business. I mean, what will it mean to you, your family, your team? How important is it to you to get, what you want from the business for everyone into the future? Now, the reason I ask that is because this is what drives the motivation in taking the steps. Do you really believe that you can do this by yourself, good enough and secure enough to get to where you need to be? And how important is it? Will it determine what you do next? What I mean by that is the importance of getting what you want from the business, whether it be more family time, more secure money, helping your team, and maybe it's sharing that money with others and just keeping your family fed, and how important that is to you will determine if you want to get the skill sets, if you want to employ someone that does have those skill sets to help you and your team to move your business to the next level faster and more securely. Otherwise, you do it by yourself. And the smartest business owners obviously surround themselves with people that know more about areas than they do. We can't know everything, and that's the truth. But change is needed right now. Believing in your potential, that you can actually do this because you want to do it, even though you might not have the skills, and most don't. They have not been educated in this. This is what's going to change it. I remember a couple of guys, Steve Redgrave and Andy Holmes. They were trained by a guy named Mike Spracklin. This was back in the 1988 Los Angeles Olympics. And look, Mike was a business coach. His business was training gold medalists. That's what his business was. And he'd done it many times, but he needed some education himself. He found that there was something missing. Now, these guys, Steve and Andy, they were just at the pinnacle of their physical ability, and their techniques were in place. But Mike couldn't understand why they couldn't get to gold, and he thought, no, they couldn't make it. And I don't, he'd just given up, really, until he learned that what was holding them back was something he couldn't really see, but it was a belief. He didn't really believe in them. He didn't believe in their potential. He saw that, and he changed that. And in 1988, they won gold medals. So simple, right? But he didn't have the competency or the learning to know how to do that. And it's the same in the businesses. So what if you could invest in securing your business and developing your business faster and easier, get your results years earlier? I mean, that's what it's about. That's what we do. And professionals like us do. Do you really want it? The thing is, you invest in secretaries, you invest in systems, you invest in getting licenses and insurances and things like that in the business. But what if you could invest for half the price of a secretary in the development of your business, and you had a 10 or 50 or whatever percent increase in your turnover and your profits? But not only that, but what if you had the mindset and the educational ability to continue that business on regardless of the professional? What would that mean to you? That would bring you years ahead, much, much faster. And that's why people hold on to us, because we're a sounding board, we're a board of directors, we're experts in how to develop a business. We have the mindsets, the capabilities, and a university almost backing up us from behind so that we can pull on resources as we need. But it comes down to experience. When you're doing a structure in a company, how can you do it without experience? You can learn all you like on a piece of paper, but until you've actioned it enough times, then the moves may not be the best. So do you really want your business to be secure and get it to the right place where you want it and get it there a lot faster? Then you need to change. That's simply the state of the nations. We need to change. Investing in yourself, investing in your business means you'll see what you want to come into reality much, much sooner and much more securely, because you've got someone that can take some of the responsibility for you. So many hold out for years. I've seen it time and time again, and they come in and they say, well, we just want to find out, and they do find out, and they turn around, and one of the most common statements is, look, this has been the best investment in business we've ever had. In fact, it could be one of the best investments we've ever had in our life, because they end up getting a life if they'll trust us and the business is positioned for it to grow into those areas. And we check that out first. Make sure you check out with someone about your positioning and get a good understanding of who the person you're dealing with is. Can you really trust them? What's their ground records, what's their beliefs, what's their moral compass. That's very important. Sure, have they been business owners, company directors before? How many companies have they directed into growth, and what are the results? Check them out. Make sure before you move forward with someone. Some are after money only. That's not our game. Sure, you'll need and want to earn a lot more money, and profits need to come up, but it's what that's going to do that drives the process, and what we focus on is what you need to do to get it there. We've been through the financial and global, meltdowns. We've seen businesses all the way through that, including our own, and it's not impossible to thrive in a place where it is now. So find someone that knows their stuff. Reach out if you want to. At the end of this video, there's a number that you can call to have a chat. Let's decide if it's feasible for you. We don't take on everyone because we can't, and we just want to make sure it's right for you and right for us too. Let's have a chat, or chat to someone else that you trust, that you know, and just let them help you. Open up to knowing that you don't know everyone, and you don't know everything, and that you're open to learning, and it could be one of the most wonderful decisions that you have ever made. And I hope that truly helps you. I hope that encourages you to know that change is really needed now. You can be a flourishing tree. Your business can really grow substantially, and all the people inside. So I hope the best for you and your business. If we can help in any other way, reach out. Thank you.